I'm curious, what makes you feel alive? Is it the exciting journey that lies ahead, or connecting with people along the way? Is it the passion you want to pursue, or the contributions you want to create? We all want something, because we are naturally creatures of desires. And I think for many of us, our desire is not a materialistic asset. Sure, desires can lead to material gains, but our deep internal wants are far too complicated to be satisfied by superficial milestones. Our wants are deeply intertwined with our souls and make us crazily excited for life. Just think about how every single one of you wake up every single day to conquer daily unknowns and uncertainty. On the flip side of knowing, we also don't know what we want. We may not know what is the next step to take, which decisions to make. We may even question if we really want what we want. But I believe not knowing is a wondrous thing. It simply means we still have so much to learn about the world and the beauty it holds. The one desire that everyone should have in their book of wants is the desire to know oneself. You want to know yourself first, and I mean truly know yourself, before securing anything else. We live in a generation of wondering generalities instead of meaningful specifics. To be a meaningful specific, you have to say, this is what I do. You can't say you do this, and this, and this, and this. If you do, then you can have an excuse for being average. You must know who you are and know what you do. Self-discovery derives from self-reflection. We need to ask challenging questions and evoke emotions that manifest our true essence. Think about what you want to experience, how you want to feel, where you want to go physically, spiritually, and internally, and who you are. Who are you? What do you do? What is the first thing people think of when they hear your name? I want you to ruminate on all these questions, and please, take your time. Self-discovery is not to be rushed, and certainly not to be taken trivially. And there is no end to this journey, so don't expect a sudden awakening. Your curiosity will grow as you grow, and your understanding of self will deepen as you go. But there is no destination, because life is a verb, not a noun. We are free to flow wherever, as whomever, and live a marvelous life. It should be good. It should be good. So my question to you is, are you building the life you love?
Can't you see? There's no future left for you and me. I was hoping and I was searching endlessly. But baby, now there's
Heck yeah, that tastes so good. Okay, I have a question for you. What question do you deem important to ask in your 20s? Let me know. I'm curious to know your answer.
Hey Liz, hope you're doing well. A question that I deem important to ask in my 20s? Well, at this age, you have your whole life ahead of you, and you also have the agency to be able to decide what you want to do with it. So I would say, who do you want to become?
Okay, first of all, hi, I miss you so much. My answer is, when do you feel your best self? Is it when you're creating something, practicing independence, or uplifting/empowering your friends? Basically, what activities are leading you closer to the best version of you?
Hey Elizabeth, I think the biggest thing for me was taking the gap year and just asking the question over and over of like, who am I? What do I enjoy? Like, how do I want to present myself? Like, who are you? I think that's an important question because your 20s is when you kind of gain that sense of identity, and the faster you can do that, the better your life will become. So just constantly asking the question, who am I? What does my world look like? How can I build my world?
I think the question I have for when I'm 20 is, what should the balance be between trying new things and being young and exploring and being spontaneous versus being good at making a plan and creating lifelong habits and setting yourself up for success? Also, like, should I be worried about trying to forge my identity, or should I just let things come naturally and eventually look back and see what my identity's become and then change things from there in the future? Or if I should be super conscious about what my actions are and how that's going to frame my identity when I look back later?
What can I do today that my future self will be grateful for? Am I surrounding myself with people I'd like to become more like? How do I explore all that I want to do without feeling like I'm being left behind? What would happen if I stopped comparing myself to others and felt confident in my own path? Does this genuinely make me happy, or am I just distracting myself from unhappiness? Do I actually want this, or is this coming from a place of insecurity? What are some limiting narratives I've told myself that I need to unpack and unlearn?
All right, you guys, everything's packed up in the car. It's been a very fun little getaway, but it's time to go home. So let's do it. It's gonna be a long drive back. All right, let's bounce.